here we go. Let's just get into it. Lucasfilm calls Gina Carano's social media post abhorrent. Actress no longer employed by Mandalorian Studio. So Gina Carano was fired this week by Disney Lucasfilm. In the wake of Gina Carano's controversial social media post, Lucasfilm released a statement Wednesday night saying, with a spokesperson saying, Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. Carano played the bounty hunter Cara Dune in the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. So here is the post. She said, Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children, because history is edited. Most people today don't realize that. Sorry, the article jumped here. Here we go. Don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews and the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? So that is Carano's statement. So I'm going to give you guys a little background on this here. All right. So because a lot of people are really upset one way or the other. Again, very divisive topic right now. So Gina Carano made that statement. And a lot of people are like, why did Gina Carano get fired for making an opinion on Twitter? So I'm gonna break this down for you guys so you understand. Because Pedro Pascal also made an opinion on Twitter, also talking about Nazi Germany a while ago too, but he didn't get fired. And that's kind of the counter argument to this whole thing. Sorry, my nose really itches. So that's kind of the counter argument to this whole thing. So Gina Carano got fired for hers. Pedro Pascal didn't. Why not? Why not? Because he had a different political view than her. That's what people are saying. That's not what happened. So here's what happened. Pedro Pascal did make that tweet, and no, he did not get fired. But if you've noticed, Pedro Pascal has not made any more tweets like that since. Anything that could be controversial at all since that time. Why? Because Disney sat Pedro down and said, don't do that. And he stopped. Gina Carano back in November had 3 meetings. It's come to light that she had 3 meetings, 3 separate meetings over 3 separate posts Gina Carano had in November with Disney. The last one meeting that she had, her representation was there too, so her agents were there as well. And in the last meeting, I'm sorry, she was told twice, and the third time, let me get this right. I want to get the facts right. She was told twice, so they reached out to her agents and told her twice to stop posting controversial tweets. The third time, they sat down and had a meeting. And they said point blank, look, when you post this stuff, it comes back on us and we have to deal with it, and we don't want to deal with it. You need to stop because, look, we got this golden goose sitting here and you're going to ruin it. So please stop. She agreed. Her and her agents agreed in that final meeting back in late November to stop posting controversial stuff. She then turns around and made this post, which is controversial, and it got her fired because she broke the agreement, not because she posted her opinion. And that's the part that people aren't realizing. Gina Carano got fired because she made an agreement with Disney and Lucasfilm and broke contract. She broke the agreement. She got fired for it. That's why she got fired. Right or wrong, whether you agree with her statement or not, whether you agree whether Disney should have fired her or not, that is what happened. That is the fact of the matter, is that they had asked her again, they had asked her again. And then finally they said, okay, you're done. We tried. You're not listening. Bye. That's what they did. Pedro Pascal has not been fired for his one tweet that he had because they asked him to stop, and he did. Pedro Pascal was also asked to stop after the tweet that he had made before. So, that's the difference. That's why Gina Carano got fired and Pedro Pascal did not. Now, My opinion on all this. I try not to get too deep into the political stuff. Well, look, we're here as movie fans and stuff like that, but this is big news, okay? The Mandalorian's the biggest show on Earth, and she's a big character in it. But my opinion on Gina Corano getting fired, I have kind of two of them. One, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do not care about the opinions of celebrities. I put them right up there with the opinions of the grocery store bagger or, my mechanic or, my doctor or my dentist. Whatever. Your opinion is your opinion. I don't care about it. It doesn't sway me in any way, shape, or form. I don't pay attention to them. I watch Mandalorian and I watch Gina Carano to see them entertain me for 40 minutes a week. That's what I do. So what they do and what they say on their time is their thing. So I don't care about that. So would I have fired her? I don't know. I really don't know, but I doubt it. But I understand why Disney did. I understand why they did, because they asked her to stop. They asked her to stop again. They sat down and had a meeting and all agreed she would stop, and then she did it again. That's a breach of contract. She's gone. So if I had gone through those steps like Disney did, yes, I would have fired her. Now, would I have fired her like they fired James Gunn before when they discovered James Gunn's tweets from 7 years ago, which he hadn't done since, and apologized for on top of it? No, which they realized that maybe they shouldn't have done that, and they went and rehired James Gunn later. So, people want to talk about cancel culture or whatever. I'm not down with that. I don't care about any of that. I just, look, again, I don't care about the opinions of actors and actresses. So for me, it doesn't matter what they say on Twitter or on Facebook. I don't care. Now, obviously, there are certain lines you cannot cross, and obviously there are certain things you cannot do. But she didn't kill anybody. She didn't mug anybody. She didn't hurt anybody. She didn't, there are other celebrities who got to keep their jobs, and they've done much more horrible, or to use the word, abhorrent things. But she did break contract. So on that level, I agree with what Disney said, because Disney and her had an agreement, and she broke it. That's where I agree. Whether she should have been fired about the comments specifically, I don't know. I really don't know, because, again, I don't care about the opinions of celebrities online. So that is kind of my opinion on this thing. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you. I know, again, this is a hot-button topic. Hit me up in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think, whether we agree or don't. This is about discussion, people. It's about discussion. So hit me up in the comments below your guys' thoughts. Or, again, hit me up on the tip link, streamlabs.com/movieidiot. And I'm going to move on to the next topic.